This episode is powered by Nike, who is here to provide inspiration, innovation, and enablement to all athletes, especially women and girls. Hello, I'm Siege Nantenko, a sports reporter and gender equality advocate. Puma Podcast. You're listening to Teka Teka News. In this episode takeover of the Puma Podcast show Go Hard Girls, we talk about concrete steps to empower more women in the sports industry. What you're about to hear is an excerpt from our episode of Go Hard Girls entitled Never Done. Coach Mau Belen, Kat Tan, and Mariana Lopa on growing women's basketball.
Changing the game or improving the women's game doesn't mean turning it into the men's game. That's not gonna happen. It's not ever gonna happen. There are biological differences that prevent us from turning our game into the men's game. So what does it mean? What's the ideal for the women's game for me? Sa akin, number one is equal opportunities man lang. Equal opportunities for success, for growth. And when you do have those equal opportunities, siguro, just being the best in what we do well. And what's that in terms of basketball? It's really team play. It's a lot of we're better shooters. We read the game better. We pass the ball quicker. Highlighting those things and putting those things at the forefront will not only show them that we're a different game, but also show guys that there's a lot to learn from our game too.
The next question is, what are the steps that women can take to change the game? Let's hear first from Coach Mau.
For me, changing the game means leaving a positive impact. What does the 100 wins of ANU Lady Bulldogs feels for you, right? It's amazing. It's unimaginable feat for anyone. For us, for the community, it's very important to recognize those kind of positive impact in our own journey, in our careers. I mean, if we check the population rate right now, how many women are there compared to men? So if everyone doesn't want to celebrate that, then the half of our population will celebrate that.
We should be our own advocates first, right? Advocate for ourselves, advocate for the women around us, right? It starts with us. And what about you, Kat? What does changing the game mean to you?
It's actually, the same thing. Like, first, really celebrating the wins of women, and then eventually, it grows, empowering each other. Definitely, if by doing those things or just by being ourselves and being a good role model, not only for ourselves, but to young women out there, that's you starting to change the game.
So that's step one, being your own advocate. Lean in and take a seat at the table. Step two,
Coach Mau, ang dami nating sports institutions sa Philippines na hindi pa fully represented ang kababaihan. So let's talk about how do we get more women into that pipeline so that more women make it to coaching at different levels of the sport.
It's just these male leaders to give us opportunity.
Yep.
Because ito yung mga type ng trabaho na hindi pinopost sa LinkedIn, hindi pinopost sa whatever jobs site na meron tayo, right? Uy, nawala si magpapahinga daw muna sa coaching. Oh, may kakilala ko, yung barkada ko. Uy, kumpare ko, tagal nang walang ginagawa, nasa bahay lang. Baka pwede yung assistant coach. I mean, I saw Basketball Australia website and they have careers there. And you can apply in like the littlest little school that they have as a assistant coach or basketball program. They have that kind of machinery na pwedeng gumawa nun dito. But I don't know, maybe one of the male leaders will listen to your podcast. So I want to call them out really, just like what Coach Chot did to me. Just took a chance. Took a chance, and when I hear that guy said, if she fails, I fail. That kind of leader. So we need a lot of those. And I hope, keep on trying, keep on broadening your connection, your network, and hopefully makabingo tayo, no? First female in the NCAA, first female in the UAAP men's basketball. I would love to see one of you here to be there as well.
And once you're through the door, make sure your voice is heard. Figuratively, but also literally.
One of our first games in 3x3, I keep on shouting. First conference, first season, just keep on shouting. Just so excited, you know? Hey, do this! Defense! Ano ka ba? Anak ka ng... Those kind of things, you know? And then, one of my players, after the game, told me, Coach, kahit yata nasa CR ka, rinig namin yung boses mo. And at that time, I took it like as nahiya ako. Na parang, baka feeling ng players ko, you know, mini-micromanage ko sila or hindi ko sila pinagkakatiwalaan sa ginagawa nila. So, come the next games, I keep quiet. I tried. Siguro, mga 10 minutes yung game, mga 1 minute na lang ako sumisigaw. Before it was 8 minutes. So, I keep quiet. And then, the next leg, where we lost after we got the championship in leg 1, one of my players approached me and said, Coach, hindi ka na kasi namin naririnig.
And that was an excerpt of the latest episode from Go Hard Girls, hosted by me, Siege Nantenko. If you're interested to hear the rest of the episode, you can find the link in the description of this podcast. Follow Teka Teka News and Go Hard Girls on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. This Go Hard Girls episode was sponsored by Nike. Stay updated with the latest shows and events by PumaPodcast by signing up for our community newsletter. Visit PumaPodcast.com to sign up. Maraming salamat po!